America is a land of contrasts. From the golden beaches of California to the lush forests of Maine, it offers a variety of landscapes and lifestyles. However, some cities stand out not for their charm but for their issues, places where urban planning seems to have taken a permanent vacation. Today, we'll explore 7 U.S. cities that experts warn are on the brink of disaster. So, grab your coffee and your sense of humor. We're diving into the urban jungles teetering on the edge of chaos. 7. Honolulu, Hawaii. When you think of Honolulu, you probably imagine stunning beaches, swaying palm trees, and a laid-back lifestyle. But behind the idyllic Instagram filters lies a city struggling with soaring costs. The median home price here exceeds $1 million. For most people, buying a home is a pipe dream, leaving many stuck in tiny rental apartments. And it's not just housing. The cost of living in Honolulu is eye-watering, thanks to high shipping costs for almost everything. Even everyday staples are expensive. Spam, a local delicacy, isn't cheap anymore. Adding insult to injury is the traffic. The H1 freeway turns into a parking lot during rush hours, leaving residents questioning their life choices. Experts predict these issues will only worsen. Housing prices and living costs are expected to continue climbing, making Honolulu increasingly unlivable for the average American. 6. Miami, Florida. Miami, where the sun shines, the humidity is unbearable, and the cost of living is skyrocketing. The city is infamous for its inflated real estate market. With median rents exceeding $2,500 a month, it's no surprise that many residents find themselves crammed into shared spaces. But Miami's problems go beyond housing. Rising sea levels and frequent flooding threaten its very existence. Hurricanes and king tides are becoming regular features of life, leaving Miamians nervously watching the water rise. Infrastructure improvements are planned, but their effectiveness remains to be seen. And then there's the nightlife, a paradox of luxury and expense. A single mojito can set you back $25, making a night out in Miami an extravagant affair. The city's rising costs, environmental threats, and failing infrastructure make it a tough place to call home. 5. San Francisco, California. San Francisco, once the beacon of innovation and opportunity, has become a cautionary tale. With a median home price of $1.4 million, it's a playground for tech billionaires and a nightmare for everyone else. The homeless crisis is inescapable, with makeshift tents lining sidewalks and public spaces. Public transportation, once touted as a solution, is unreliable at best. The BART system is often delayed, overcrowded, and unpleasant. Add in sky-high costs for everything from groceries to healthcare, and you've got a city that's becoming increasingly inhospitable. Despite its struggles, San Francisco shows little sign of improvement. Housing remains unaffordable. Public services are stretched thin, and the gap between rich and poor continues to widen. Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix is a city on the rise, but not in a good way. Rapid population growth has driven up housing costs by 25% in recent years. For many locals, the dream of owning a home is slipping away, replaced by the harsh reality of skyrocketing rents. Then there's the heat. Phoenix's sweltering temperatures are more than just uncomfortable. They're dangerous. Climate change is exacerbating the problem, with water shortages adding to the city's woes. The Colorado River, a vital water source, is drying up, leaving experts worried about the city's sustainability. And let's not forget the traffic. With an influx of new residents, Phoenix's roads are congested nightmares. The city's combination of extreme heat, rising costs, and resource scarcity makes it a challenging place to live. New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans is a city rich in culture and history, but living here comes with significant challenges. Gentrification has driven up housing costs, pricing out many longtime residents. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment has climbed to $1,600, a far cry from the affordable living the city once offered. Natural disasters are another constant threat. Hurricane Katrina was a wake-up call, but little has been done to bolster the city's defenses. Flooding remains a major concern, with each storm season feeling like a game of Russian roulette. Public services are underfunded, and infrastructure is crumbling. Potholes, power outages, and underpaid police add to residents' frustrations. For many, the cost of living and lack of safety make New Orleans increasingly unlivable. Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles is a city of dreams and nightmares. With a median home price nearing $900,000, owning property here is a distant fantasy for most residents. Renting isn't much better, with high prices forcing many into subpar living conditions. Traffic in LA is legendary. The 405 freeway is a daily grind, turning commutes into hours-long ordeals. Public transportation is underwhelming, leaving many dependent on cars. Environmental issues add to the city's struggles. Wildfires, smog, and the growing homeless crisis paint a bleak picture of life in Los Angeles. Despite its glamour and allure, the city's high costs, environmental threats, and logistical nightmares make it a tough place to thrive. New York City, New York. New York City, the Big Apple, is iconic, but it's also becoming unaffordable for most. The median rent in Manhattan has soared to $4,300, forcing many residents into cramped, overpriced apartments. Public transportation, while extensive, is plagued by delays and overcrowding. The cost of living in NYC extends beyond housing. Everyday expenses like groceries and dining out are exorbitant, leaving little room for savings. Winters are harsh, summers are sweltering, and the constant hustle takes a toll on residents. Despite its cultural and economic significance, New York's rising costs and relentless pace are pushing many to reconsider if the dream is worth the struggle. These cities highlight urban America's crises: housing, infrastructure, and soaring costs. Without solutions, survival may outweigh living, even in the greatest cities. I hope you find this video interesting. Please do like and subscribe to our channel.